Well, it's Anthony Wilson, and we come back year after year because we've always been told to give something back, and this is one of the best things we could do in this business. It's not hard because we've been doing it for so many years, but it's much more gratifying to see the light come on in these kids' eyes, and also the ones who probably aren't going to be in the business. We help them change their minds, but those who actually have the talent, we love working with those kids and seeing them years later at a professional job and seeing them reach back to help other people. Can't put a price on it, but it really does mean a lot to all of us, which is why we keep coming back year after year after year. And of course we love seeing Bonnie Davis's face as well. Sharon.
A lot of people in my family are teachers. My mother taught for 40 years, my brother, many other relatives. And I'm one of the few people in my family who decided not to be a teacher, although through NABJ and the short course, I have become a teacher. And I have loved all 16 years of it. It's not only the giving back, but it's the mentoring, training, and encouraging the future generation that I enjoy. If we didn't have a short course, I'm sure we'd have something else because that's the NABJ mission. It is nationally, it is locally for those of us in St. Louis. But I don't think that we've ever had a year when we couldn't say, I'm so glad I was here.
In a postscript, the other thing that's really nice is finding people who come to your station years after you've seen them in the classroom and watching them excel. That's happened with several people. I've got two in my shop right now who are legitimate bona fide stars. They've got the talent, obviously, but we are always happy to know that we had a little bit to do with shaping them and helping them get to the point where they are now as exemplary, contributing members of our fraternity, sorority of storytellers.
What keeps me coming back every year? I think it is the fundamental theory that somebody helped me, so it's almost my duty to help somebody else. And because I'm now in a position of hiring and firing, if you will, I think it's important that the next generation of journalists understand where I come from as a manager, and just some of the do's and don'ts, and I don't necessarily think that they get that, in an average internship or even in the average educational setting. So I look at my position as a blessing to them to kind of look out for them, before they make some of the mistakes, or help them navigate, some of the minds, the minds that may explode, as they're on their journalistic track.
I come back every year because I see myself in them. Every time I look at the students for the first time, I see that they're nervous and they're scared and they don't know what to expect, not only for the short course, but for the rest of their career. And I remember experiencing that myself and just not knowing where to turn. And I had a group of mentors and journalists that helped put me on the right path. And so I just want to do the same to help someone else.
Hi, I'm Sadia. This is my first year being in a mentor position in any kind of course. I'm barely out of school myself, so it was interesting to interact.